Alrighty, welcome into Daytona International Speedway for the 2026 Daytona 500, the 68th running of the Great American Race here in the NASCAR Cup Series as we get set to go racing here for 100 laps this afternoon. Stages, pretty simple. Opening stage is going to be 33 laps long. Stage 2 will come to a close on lap number, at the end of lap number 65, and then the final stage will come to a conclusion on lap 100. So stages 33 laps in stage 1, 32 laps in stage 2, 35 laps in stage number 3. But let's get ready to go for the 2026 Daytona 500, the 68th running of the Great American Race here in the NASCAR Cup Series. 41 drivers looking for one opportunity to win the Daytona 500. But here we go into the Geico restart zones. We're underway in 2026. Down to turn 1 here for the first time. Pretty even start by both lanes. Briscoe and Bell, Larson and Allgaier, your two dual winners Thursday night. Obviously starting third, fourth as Larson got his first dual win ever. Allgaier, which was an open car here for Junior Motorsports, was able to do a nice job and win his dual race here. But as we get underway for the first time, Christopher Bell immediately will clear his teammate of Briscoe, and Bell will drop to the bottom lane here and block. Now Christopher Bell on Thursday night, he did not lead a lap in his dual race. Even though he started from pole, it was Justin Allgaier in the 40 who led that lap. But it's Christopher Bell leading the opening lap of this Daytona 500. And immediately Allgaier, we know how aggressive this 40 is going to be for Junior Motorsports. Their second attempt at the 500, and Allgaier immediately to the lead here on lap 2. And this is going to be a key thing of the afternoon here, is that bottom lane is the lane that is going to be the most aggressive, in the lane that should be able to get to the front the easiest. And it is this opening stage is longer than the duels Thursday night. But to be fair, no one really lost the draft in the duels. So if Jimmy loses the draft here, which it's looking like he is going to lose the draft here, what this is going to do is he could be going one lap down, and there's no way to really get your lap back once you're a lap down in the Cup Series here. So you're kind of in a predicament as they're 3 wide for second. Hamlin being aggressive in the 11, 3 wide on Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell now. And I mean, he's already up front battling for the top 5 here, but it's Justin Allgaier leading after the first 5 laps. But as we say that, Bubba Wallace to the inside in the number 23 for 2311 Racing, being aggressive. And it's going to be the 23 to the lead here as Christopher Bell coming up to the bumper. Toyota's up at the front and working together here as we head down the back straightaway. And Denny Hamlin now in the 11 to the inside of his teammate of Christopher Bell here. Here comes SVG as well, trying to get up involved in this battle. 3 wide for second now. Allgaier on the top of 3. But I mean, if Justin Allgaier can find a way here to win this opening stage for Junior Motorsports, I mean, what a story this would be if Allgaier can get it done. Especially if he can win the 500 too for Junior Motorsports. It's their second attempt here at the 500. Obviously made the 500 last year, got a solid finish of a top 10 last year in Daytona, I'm pretty sure. So they brought a really good car this season. And now Bubba back to the inside of Allgaier. The 23 looking to go back to the lead here of the Daytona 500. And he's got 3 Toyotas behind him. Actually 4, maybe 5. There's 5 Toyotas here up behind Bubba, but Allgaier continuing to hang on. But you just see Bubba, Hamlin, Bell, Reddick, Jones, and Gibbs, all the Gibbs cars nearly up here. Briscoe, the only one, and he's not out. He's right now sitting just outside the top 10 here. So all the Gibbs cars looking strong here from Daytona early, but nobody has had anything for this number 40 of Justin Allgaier in this opening stage. As into turns 3 and 4, top 3 clear on the bottom. Jones leading that outside lane. Bell's up there. And are we going to see pit stops this time? It looks like we are. Up off of turn 4. Allgaier leads them in. Big group of cars coming in here. And it's led in by Justin Allgaier. Blaney might have gotten into the back of Byron, but it's Allgaier, Wallace, Hamlin, Keselowski, SVG, Chastain, Elliott, Ware, Blaney, Byron, and Hocevar. And we talked about it Thursday night. You have to find a group of guys to come into the pits with, to draft with, as Jones now finds himself leading this race here. And up off turn 4, more pit stops this time. Christopher Bell coming in. Jones stays out. A big group of cars come in. Larson nearly into Gibbs as they come into the pits here. Oh! The front row motorsport cars in the back. It was Zane Smith and Gilliland make contact, but a big group come in. Larson, Gibbs, Reddick, Buescher, Bell, Kyle Busch, Logano. I heard contact. Logano, Nemechek, Ty Dillon. You see a little bit of damage with Zane Smith possibly. Gregson Bowman has some damage. Casey Mears, Herbst, Zilich, and more. Yeah, the whole rest of this field here that is yet to make a stop comes in. So where is everyone going to come out? As they've taken the bumper already off of the 34 Todd Gilliland. So damage already for Gilliland. As Michael McDowell in the 71 car has actually gone one lap down here. But you see that second pack back there. Chandler Smith leads the second pack. That's got a group of cars up. That's got a 10-car group to 20. That's the top 21 cars through there. And then after that, you've got a group of about, I'd say, 8 or 9. As Chastain up to third. Chastain's doing a nice job here this afternoon so far. Didn't see a lot of him in his dual race, though. But Chastain doing really a nice job early here in the 500. As they come up off of turn 4 here. Coming up on 3 laps to go in this opening stage. Now into turns 3 and 4. Does anyone have anything for Allgaier? It's not looking like it. Buescher, Chastain, drag racing down the front straightaway, up off of turn 4 to the start-finish line. No, Justin Allgaier is going to win stage 1 from Daytona. For Junior Motorsports, it's Allgaier getting the job done over Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Brad Keselowski gets Denny Hamlin at the line. Then you got Tyler Reddick, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, and more is your top 10 here in this opening stage from Daytona. Allgaier comes out. There's Bell, near contact made. But Allgaier wins the race off pit road. Any issues on the pit road? Yes! Jones and Keselowski make contact, and Gibbs as well. Eric Jones just missed out on stage points in the opening stage, and he has contact with Keselowski in the pits, making damage to the 43, and Ty Gibbs as well gets a piece of it. But pace car will pull off, field in the hands of Allgaier and Chastain. Into the Geico restart zone, stage 2 underway from Daytona. And now back up through the gears they'll go. Denny Hamlin trying to be aggressive early here. As Allgaier and Chastain side by side into turns 1 here. And Allgaier is clear to Chris Buescher behind. Bubba Wallace pushing the 17 of Buescher down the back straightaway here. Ty Gibbs does not look strong. He looks like he is struggling with speed here after hitting Keselowski in the pits there. But down the front straightaway, it is Allgaier out in front still from Daytona. Bottom lane still looking strong. Chandler Smith up outside the top 10 right now, doing a nice job in this 36 car, getting himself up here. Bubba Wallace up off of turn 2, trying to go 3 wide here with Buescher and Chastain down the back straightaway. There's Keselowski. They took the bumper off of the 6. This is where it's going to get interesting because they're 3 wide. Keselowski slow, stacks up the pack. Big stack up in the pack there. As Keselowski is still getting up to speed out of the pits. Yeah, Gregson and Zane Smith have lost the draft. Denny Hamlin to the inside of Chastain here with help from Toyota of Reddick, but Reddick jumps high. Allgaier now low. Bubba Wallace going width as they cross the line. 19 to go, stage 2. Everyone coming in except the 2311 cars. Chastain, Allgaier, Suarez, Hamlin, Buescher comes in. And then a big group behind as well. Christopher Bell being one of them. It's Bell, Gilliland, Cody Ware, Hocevar, Allmendinger, SVG, Nemechek, Cindric, and Custer. As Reddick and Bubba now by themselves here. We got a little bit of a pack here, led by Kyle Larson here. Could catch the leaders, possibly. Oh! Crash! Herbst is around in the wall! Riley Herbst in the 35 hit the back of Connor Zilic. And the caution is out here in Daytona. Late on in stage 2, we get our second caution flag of the day. Our first for a crash is Riley Herbst got into the back of Connor Zilic when Zilic was coming up out of the pits. And there is strategy. Buescher, Hamlin stay out. Chastain coming in here. We got some big strategy here. Chris Buescher, they want stage points. Chastain will lead them in. Top 5 come in. But now this is really shaking the field up here. So they stacked up here. And Noah Gragson gets into the back of his teammate. Nearly flips was Noah Gragson. But up off of turn 4. I don't think those 4 lappers are going to catch up here in time. But we're going to have 2 laps to go in stage 2 here in the Daytona 500. Pace car pulls off. Field in the hands of Chris Buescher and Denny Hamlin. Green flag is waving. 2 laps to go in stage 2. Great launch by both lanes here, really. Hamlin and Busch. Oh, not Busch, Buescher. Side by side as they enter turns number 1 and 2. Getting up to speed now. Buescher clear to the lead. He's got help from the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Down the back straightaway now. Buescher goes high. Stenhouse down low. Stenhouse with help. You see Gragson slow back there in the 4. As we head through 3 and 4, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. going to try and take the lead, and he will through turns 3 and 4. Up off of turn 4 now. Coming up to start the final lap of stage 2. 1 lap to go in stage 2 for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Here comes Corey Heim now. Does Heim have a shot to try and take the stage here into 1 and 2 for the final time? But up behind Heim is Briscoe, and then you got Casey Mears as well. Up off turn 2 for the final time, down the back straightaway here in stage number 2. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 2. Buescher and Heim side by side for second, but it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming up off of turn 4. And up off of turn 4 for the final time here, it's going to be the 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins stage 2 from Daytona. As his last one came in 2023, Casey Mears staying out and playing the long game here. We got a big strategy call here. Casey Mears also was one of the guys who stayed out under that last caution. So big strategy call here for the 66 team. Keep him out. Chastain will be on the outside row for the restart as Stenhouse comes in. But we see the guys who stay out. Obviously, we know Chandler Smith, first time making the Daytona 500, and he actually made it on speed as we have got a crash here possibly on the back straightaway. Daniel Suarez is around in the 7. And Briscoe runs into Suarez, and around goes Briscoe. Oh! And Zilic gets into Briscoe, and that's going to be day done for Briscoe. McDowell, Nemechek, they're all hitting him. And a checkup Byron's and a Keselowski. Up off of turn 4 into the trial. The pace car pulls off. Mears and Chastain going to lead us back to the green. Into the Geico restart zones. Green flag is waving. 31 to go in the Daytona 500. Chastain, good start compared to Casey Mears here. Mears giving a shot. You see Byron struggling up there in that 24 car. He is really struggling speed-wise here. Down the back straightaway, Justin Allgaier to the inside now, looking for the lead once again. Allgaier's clear back to the front. AJ Allmendinger going with here in that number 16 for Colleague Racing. 30 to go in the Daytona 500. Stenhouse gets to the left rear of Allmendinger. Jimmy Johnson actually came into the pits there last time by. Here he goes. Allmendinger to the inside here. Coming up to 28 to go. AJ Allmendinger going to the lead. Stenhouse is pushing. You've also got the 66 of Casey Mears. And Allgaier going for the lead once again here. Johnson catches McDowell. Now where's the pack going to go? Allgaier gets held up by McDowell. They're all on the brakes now. It's allowed Allmendinger to pull a little bit of a gap here as McDowell holds up the top side. The whole outside lane has been screwed over by McDowell there. Back up front, it's Shane Van Gisbergen to the lead at Daytona. But SVG's pitting. Pit stops have started. SVG by himself, though. He's got Chastain and Mears pitting behind. 20 to go. Shane Van Gisbergen into the pits here. Bell will stay out and take the lead. It's Allmendinger and Allgaier, the two of them coming in together. And they're coming in a little bit of chunks here. Josh Berry is going to be leading this race here with just 12 to go. There's Heim. Berry leads. Here comes Hocevar. And now Hamlin as well can get involved in this pack here. No Toyotas up in this lead pack here. It's mainly Chevys. There's Reddick though. Hamlin could try and help his driver, but it's Carson Hocevar to the lead of the Daytona 500 here. In the tri-oval, 9 laps to go for Carson Hocevar. Three wide here, possibly. Custer trying to get there. Johnson made a pit stop. Second pack is closing up here. Hocevar coming up on 7 to go. 7 laps remain here in the Daytona 500 for Carson Hocevar. Allgaier and Reddick linked up. Well, they were, but Reddick wants to take second place away. Reddick, he came runner-up a season ago in the Daytona 500, trying not to do it again. Tyler Reddick clear off a 2. Or nearly clear. Oh, Bubba Wallace is slow. The 23 car comes to a stop and the caution is out late. Oh my God. We're going to be going to a late caution in the Daytona 500 with Tyler Reddick leading. I just realized Daniel Suarez is out of the race as he had some sort of tire issue. But the caution is out, coming to 5 laps to go. But here we go, up off of turn 4. Ready to roll, 2 laps to the checkered flag. Pace car's gonna pull off. Field in the hands of Reddick and Allgaier. Into the Geico restart zones. Green flag is back out, 2 to go. Overtime attempt number 1 is underway. All right, good launch for Reddick and both Allgaier. Both lanes get a good launch. Heading to turn 1 here. How aggressive do you be if you're Hocevar? As it is clear for Tyler Reddick. As they come up off of turn 2, Hocevar's clear as well. Not much help on the outside to help Allgaier here. Hocevar is clear. Down the back straightaway here. Coming to the white flag. A caution before the white will go to overtime for a second attempt. Hocevar's clear though, and he's gonna have help. Outside, not a lot of help though to it. Up off of turn 4. White flag in the air. One more time around in Daytona. 3 wide for third. Reddick and Hocevar have pulled away. Josh Berry on Cindric. Allgaier up high. Does Hocevar have a shot? He doesn't have any help. Unless these two fall back to the pack here. But I just don't think that's going to happen. They're going to have to gain a ton of time here down the back straightaway for the final time. Tyler Reddick trying to hang on. Hocevar trying to grab his first career win. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Allgaier trying to close up here late, but it's looking like it might be too late. Up off turn 4. Hocevar's there. Down the front straightaway. Hocevar's not there. Tyler Reddick wins the Daytona 500 in 2026. For 23-11 Racing, Reddick gets it done in overtime. Finished second a season ago. Gets a spot better this season. Tyler Reddick wins the 68th running of the Daytona 500. What a race. So after Daytona, Tyler Reddick leads the point standings. Allgaier's not full-time, but he's second. Buescher third. Larson, SVG, Hocevar, Berry, and downwards as